That's too bad, because I was just about ready to take you to go get some ice cream, but that's not happening now. Sorry, dude. You're gonna have to learn. Okay, so some of you may remember a couple of episodes back I talked about making a big announcement. I wasn't able to quite make that announcement, not even when I wanted to, but I can now. However, the announcement that I was going to make is not the announcement that I'm going to make today. It's still all related, but it's not the same. First, backstory. In September of 2006, my wife and I bought this house. Well, this was part of it. The whole thing. We bought the whole thing. To say that we went into it a little bit uneducated would be an understatement. We were convinced by our real estate agent, who turned out to be a complete jerk-off shyster that I hope dies in a horrible fiery crash. I was gonna say not really, but really. We bought the house. We got into a mortgage that was probably way above our heads, and we had this thing go on for a long, long time. It was a struggle, especially after I got laid off from my job. It was a little tense there for a little bit, but we got some reprieve for a while. We got some more reprieve. Our interest rate went down, and all this other stuff. All that stuff doesn't really matter. What matters is that we were working it. We were making it work for us until this year. In September, our loan turned around on us. Went from being an interest-only loan to a traditional loan, and we got socked with a huge, huge wake-up call. Our mortgage amount went up almost double what it normally was. And that was tough. Tough on a couple of different levels. Number one, to have to pay double what we were already paying, more than double than what we were already paying. Yeah, that would be tough to handle. Number two, we have this secondary unit on our property that people usually rent out. My folks had actually been renting it out part-time because my mom's husband was doing his business here locally and not where they live in Palm Desert. And so they rented it from us because they stayed here quite often. So it was good. We had that money coming in. But then they decided to go home. So we lost a bunch of money that way too. And it was one thing after another, and we were really starting to struggle even before our loan changed, and it was tough. And then the loan changed, and we thought our world was gonna get turned upside down. We had talked about doing a number of different things. Could we short sell if we had to? Could we sell if possible? One of the things my wife and I talked about was moving to a different city because she works 25, 30 miles down the road. But it takes her an hour and a half to get there and back each day. So an hour and a half that way, an hour and a half this way. That's 2 to 3 hours every single day that she doesn't get to hang out with us, hang out with my son, and it really weighs her down. So we had talked about moving. That was actually the original announcement, was that we were leaving Long Beach and moving to a different city. Jump ahead to today, and I had a conversation with our mortgage company as we were trying to do a loan modification, and it's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out great. We are going to make it through this no problem and come out probably a little bit better in the end. We get to stay here if we want. This is a conversation that I haven't had with my wife yet about what we want to do with this new information, but the new information is that we are safe for now. Everything is safe for now, and we have some breathing room to be able to make the decision that we need to make next on our time, not the bank's time. So on the Connery home front, everything is a-okay. We're not completely out of the woods yet, but we're doing a lot better. It's gonna be a much better Christmas now. But I'm not gonna wait for Christmas to celebrate. I'm gonna pick up the boy right now, and we're gonna go get some ice cream. Bubby, you need to go outside? I guess that's a yes. And she bumps her way into everything. Go on. Always an adventure with her. Oh, there he is.
I'll go get him for you.
I see him. I got him. You can get him if you want. What's up? Where are you going? Your stuff's right here.
I said please.
Can I please what? Where are you going? Are you going somewhere? Hey, what color were you on today? What color were you on today?
Give me the bag.
Eating hungry. Alright, let's go home. That's too bad, because I was just about ready to take you to go get some ice cream, but that's not happening now. Sorry, dude. You're gonna have to learn. You're gonna have to learn. Your behavior in school reflects how you act everywhere else. He's not happy. Having some behavioral issues at school. And so, ice cream is gonna have to wait. Okay, so yeah, change of plans today, but we'll manage that. Having a little bit of a disobedience issue lately with the dude. He's a good kid. He just makes some bad choices sometimes. Don't we all? So, since I don't get to do the other stuff, we'll talk about some other things that, a little bit of update. Number one being this. This is new. Something I do every single year is I grow a beard in November in celebration of Movember. I call it Novembeard, but a lot of people celebrate it as Movember, which if you're not familiar with Movember, it's a bunch of guys grow mustaches in support of prostate cancer awareness, and I will leave a link in the description if you guys want to check that out and donate. Number two, as far as NaNoWriMo goes, I have suddenly caught up. I was falling way behind because of all the other things that were going on. And yeah, I kind of caught up. I'm still a little bit behind schedule, but I'm much closer than I was. And so we are pretty much on track for finishing at least the first draft of this book. It's got a long way to go before it becomes a real thing. But at least I've got that going on. Not done much art. Haven't done much art, but dabbling. Still diving in there every once in a while. Make a little thing here and there, but that's on hold till the end of the month. And yeah, so that's where we stand. So yeah, there's some insider information for you. Not a whole lot of people know this yet, but now you do, and especially if you're a subscriber, you got to hear it first. Well, at least I hope that's how it works. Anyway, if you're not a subscriber, you should subscribe because you might get this info first. And if you liked this video, I hope you did. I really hope you did. If you like this little bit of insider information, I hope you share that thought by liking it up and, of course, sharing it with all your peeps. Yeah, that pretty much wraps this one up, so I'm going to cut it out right here. Remember, be good today, be even better tomorrow. See ya!